Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In this we will be discussing about the basic life process. We have two things. One is living thing and the other one is non-living thing. So the process which differentiate the living thing, the process that differentiates the living thing from the non-living thing is known as the life process. We have six different types of basic life process. In that, the first one is metabolism, other one is the responsiveness, then we have movement, growth, differentiation, and the last one is reproduction. These are the six basic life process. Now let us discuss each one in detail. Metabolism is a chemical process. Metabolism is a chemical process. It is defined as the sum of all the chemical activities or sum of all the chemical reactions that occur in a body is called as the metabolism. In this metabolism, it generally converts the food material into energy. It is divided into two. One is anabolism, other one is catabolism. Anabol is known as raising up and catabol is known as crushing. Ism is known as the condition. So in the anabolism, it is the process of building up smaller molecules into larger components. Small molecules are converted into larger components. So that process is called as anabolism. So catabolism is the breaking down of larger molecules into smaller ones is called as catabolism. So in the catabolism, we can take the example of breaking the larger protein into small amino acids. In anabolism, we can write the same example as the formation of large protein molecule from smaller amino acids. Now let us go to the second one, which is responsiveness. Responsiveness is the ability of a body to detect and to respond to the changes. So what are these changes? These changes can be either due to the external environment or they can be due to the internal environment. For example, if you touch a hot object, you will immediately remove your hand. That is simply withdrawing of your hand. This is the responsiveness. And you can also take another example where the nerve cells, they will be responding by generating the electrical signals. That is about responsiveness. Coming to the third one, which is movement. Movement is nothing but the process of motion. This motion or movement, it can be because of the whole body, it can be because of an individual organ, or it can also be because of a single cell. If it is the whole body, we can take the example of walking, because in the walking there will be a coordination action of leg muscles that will be moving whole body. So in case of the individual organ, the movement of eyelids, here you can take the movement of eyelids, and if it is a single cell movement, it is the movement of WBC. Movement of WBC from one place to the infected area is known as the single cell movement. This is about the movement. Coming to the fourth one, which is growth. So growth is nothing but increasing the size or simply growing. There can be the increase in the size of cell, or it can be increase in the number of cells. Anything is growth. For example, if this is a bone, let us think it is a bone. Now this is deposited with large number of mineral deposit. Now this is the bone. So when the minerals get deposited onto the bone, they will get accumulated, and that leads to increase in the bone, not only in the length but the width also gets increased. So this is the example of the growth. Next one is the differentiation. What is differentiation? It is the process that converts an unspecialized cell to the specialized one. How? So the unspecialized cell converts into the specialized cell in order to carry out certain functions. So what can be the example? A simple zygote which can form into a complex system. Or there is other example. There is a stem cell. Okay. Now this is having the ability to differentiate into various tissues. So it has the ability to form a fat cell. It has the ability to form a blood cell, or it can be an immune cell, etc. So it is the simply the process in which a unspecialized cell converts into the specialized cell in order to carry some distinct functions is known as differentiation. Now let us see the last one. Now the last process is reproduction. Reproduction is one of the most important process in this basic life process, because this will be forming a leads to the formation of new cells, and this new cells will be forming into tissues. So you can see tissue growth. There will be repair that causes replacement in order to produce a new individual. It is simply the process of formation of a new cell or new individual is known as reproduction. So for example, reproduction is actually the continuous process. It is the continuous process in the human life. It passes from one generation to another generation. So simply the fertilization of ovum by the sperm cell is known as reproduction. So it is a formation of a new cell for the tissue growth, for its repair or replacement in order to produce a new individual is known as reproduction. So this is the example. So these are the 6 basic life processes. So in this we have covered all the 6 basic process. In that, the first one is the metabolism. Second one is responsiveness, movement, growth, differentiation, and reproduction. So that's all for this video.